is up? Welcome back to the channel, family. Y'all already know what time it is. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button to be a part of the crew. Otherwise, we're about to get into this video and see what it do, okay? So I'm going to be covering you guys' sun sign in terms of Zodiac, okay? Feel free if you would like to either email me or hit me up on Instagram if you would like to schedule something like a little one-on-one so that way I can run down your birth chart and give you a little bit more in-depth understanding about it. All right, because it goes so much deeper than your sun sign. We also have your moon sign, your rising sign. There's also the deacons and just so much more in depth whenever it comes to your astrological sign. All right, so, but I am going to cover a few of you guys. We're going to do Pisces, Sag, Aquarius, Aries, and Capricorn in this video, and I'm going to make a part 2 covering the other zodiac signs, okay? So, to start off, we're going to start off with Pisces, okay? So, Pisces, we're going to go with y'all positives and y'all negatives, okay? So if you are dealing with a Pisces or if you are a Pisces, here's just a few things in terms of the positive aspects of Pisces, okay? So whenever it comes to you guys, all right, you guys are like known, I'm pretty sure you guys already know, y'all are known to be like the dreamers, okay? Y'all are the ones that's like just have very big dreams, and it could play out to where on a negative spectrum, it could play out to where you might be dreaming a little bit too big, or you might have too big of an expectation of relationships or other people or friendships, okay? So be careful of that. But on a positive side, it's like you guys think outside the box a lot of times in terms of just like your whole way of thinking or looking at things. And that's really good because it's like we like to hear what y'all Pisces have to say in terms of like what y'all are thinking, like because y'all have a tendency to just think so much differently than everybody else. All right, also Pisces, you guys are very intuitive. So it's like this, whenever it comes to Pisces, it's like whenever y'all get into friendships or relationships, it's like, I don't want to say right off the bat, but it's like if you done spent X amount of time with somebody like Pisces, they already know like what your energy is. They already know what it's hitting for whenever it comes to you. So it's like they already know whether they should waste time with you, whether you're going to be a waste of their time, or whether, you know, you're going to be somebody that's actually going to be there for them. So they're very good at picking up on other people's energy. All right. Another thing is that they are very, very romantic. Okay. So it's like easy to form a deep connection with Pisces if you are in a relationship with one, or if you are a Pisces getting into a relationship. It's very it's very easy to connect with you guys on a deeper level. Also, you guys form very deep connections in terms of friendships. So like if you're looking to become friends with a Pisces, they are very dependable, okay, and very loyal in terms of friendships. All right, so let's get into the negative with y'all, okay? So with Pisces, the negative is that sometimes they could be a little bit naive. Now, this is what I was talking about. Sometimes you guys might have too much of expectations that other people don't understand, or that you haven't explained to them because you just already like assume that they are already going to know or be on the same like mind or wavelength as you. So your expectations might be on a different level than somebody else in terms of what you expect out of a friendship or out of a relationship. So this might cause you to be on a different page than somebody else, okay? So try to make sure that you communicate a little bit more. All right, the other thing is that not everybody can understand y'all vision, okay, Pisces? Sometimes y'all will sit here and y'all will have like this whole vision in your head as to what you want your relationship to be like, or what you want your life to be like. And it's like, that's why I say y'all got to communicate, because sometimes we don't even know what y'all like. We don't know what y'all got going on up in here, okay? The other thing, yeah, that goes along with this, is that you guys see things differently than everybody else, which can sometimes be negative, but at the same time, it can also be positive too, like I was saying. So moving on, we are going to go to Capricorn, okay? Capricorn, we on, y'all. All right, so the positives when dealing with Capricorn is the fact of you guys are really goal oriented. So it's like y'all like really strive for success in terms of like y'all status. So with Capricorn, you'll always see Capricorn having like some sort of job, making money, hustling, doing their own thing in terms of entrepreneur. They're just very ambitious and goal oriented and determined. All right. They're also very logical and practical in terms of their thinking. So sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to kind of like get them out of that structured type of mindset, all right, once they get into it. So just keep that in mind if you're dealing with the Capricorn, because that can be a little bit annoying. Um, and they're very headstrong. So that's the other thing, meaning that they can be a little bit stubborn if things aren't going in the way that they want them or the way that they envision them. Like if things aren't going in a more structured type of way in terms of just making sense, that's what I mean. And if things ain't making sense, that can kind of like, that's not going to work for Capricorn. All right. But the good thing is they're usually focused and they are usually good at managing money and their selves. Okay. So that's the good thing. All right. Now let's get into it because Capricorn, y'all ain't all good. So let's get into the negative. All right. So one of the negative things about you guys is that you guys can come off a little bit controlling or expecting too much. Okay. In terms of how you guys want things to be, okay? Things ain't always gonna go y'all way. And sometimes that could lead to you guys being a little bit coming off to others as being very controlling or just kind of like, All right. The other thing is that Capricorns do not like to feel like they need to depend on somebody. Now, this could be a negative because, like, listen, Capricorn, we all need somebody to, like, be there for us. You know what I'm saying? We all need somebody to lean on every now and then. You're not always going to have everything figured out. You're not always going to be the best at everything. So just keep in mind that you do need to have, like, a support system around you, okay? So try not to push everybody away. I know you guys like to be independents. Okay, that's the thing. Capricorns like to be independent. They like to be like riding out, doing their own thing. They don't like to like have to rely on people to get things done for them. So just keep that in mind, Capricorn, because it can work out a little bit negative in terms of y'all being a little bit too independent. All right. And the other thing is that sometimes Capricorns can appear to be a little bit emotionally detached. And that's just because their main focus will be on like I said, their status, on their work, on trying to make sure that they get things done in terms of goals that they have set in their life. So sometimes it can come off a little bit as them not really being focused on their relationship. So this could play out to where the other person might feel like they're putting forth a little bit too much effort in the relationship just because of the fact of Capricorn, y'all are just not really paying attention to your romantic life. All right. And then that's the other thing I said, that sometimes y'all can be too focused on work, which can affect your relationship. Yep. All right, so next, let's get into it for Sagittarius, okay? Sagittarius, here we go. Let's start off with the positive because y'all just be everywhere. All right, Sagittarius, positive is that you guys like to live life. Now, whenever it comes to Sag, you are definitely going to have fun with them. They're very adventurous. They like to open you up to new things, have you experience new things. They're easy to get along with and they attract people very easily. They make friendships very easily. They're easy to get into relationships, okay? Just very attractive in terms of personality. They have a lot of energy, which is why I was saying it's never going to be like a dull moment with Sagittarius. You're always going to have something to do. They're always going to be trying to get into something new. All right. They're unpredictable, but in a good way. Like I said, introduce you to new things. And they are very funny and humorous and unfiltered. Like, it's like unfiltered type of funny. Like, they will just kind of like say whatever is on their mind. All right, so on a negative is that sometimes Sagittarius, you guys can kind of just like hop around from thing to thing and put too much on your plates, meaning that sometimes it's difficult for you to commit yourself to one thing. All right, or you might end up taking on too much in terms of like just other people's responsibilities and stuff like that. So try not to do that. All right. Also, the negative in terms of Sag is the fact of you guys lose interest very quickly. So it's like if you're not keeping them entertained or keeping the spark alive, like you could definitely have a Sagittarius lose interest in you very quickly and be ready to hop to the next relationship. So that's the other thing. Sag, you guys have like that free-spirited type of mentality whenever it comes to relationships, okay? Meaning that, you know, it could be a little bit hard for you guys to commit sometimes, okay? And yep, that's the lesson that I had, was it's a little bit difficult for y'all to stay committed sometimes, okay? So yeah, try not to be that little thoughty, okay? Next, we're gonna go to Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, let's get into it. So the positives about Aquarius is that you guys are very open-minded. It's like whenever you come to Aquarius, like you're able to like just sit down and talk to them without you feeling like judged or anything like that. Like it's very easy to just connect with them. It's very easy to be friends with them. And that's the other thing with Aquarius. They're known for being friendly. Okay, this could be good and bad because with Aquarius sometimes y'all could be a little bit too friendly. Okay, but it's good because it's like you guys attract different people and you attract a lot of people. So you might see a lot of Aquariuses have a lot of friends. um, they're very humorous, okay? Very fun to be around Aquarius. They will keep you laughing, all right? Because they kind of just say whatever's on their mind. And then once it's out there, it's just kind of like, boop, you know? And it's something that everybody just has to laugh at because they don't really care what they have to say, all right? Aquarius are definitely unique. They like to try new things, okay? So that's the thing about them. So they like to just like, they're like Sagittarius, okay? They like to try new things, have new things put in front of them. You might see your Aquarius friends, or if you are an Aquarius, you might see yourself. You know, you don't like to just kind of be stuck in a routine, is what it is. Y'all like to just kind of be able to do whatever, whenever. All right, they're definitely flirty. They're very outgoing. They always come up with new ideas, and that's because they think outside the box. Aquarius are just kind of like Pisces. They see things differently, and even in terms of relationships and friendships. All right, and you will see them a lot of times, just like I said, saying whatever is on their mind. Okay, on a negative for Aquarius, sometimes you guys can come across as being detached or hard to express your feelings. Okay, and it's just because I guess you guys have this thing to where y'all feel like no one really understands you. Like y'all are just like, it's hard to describe. Like Aquarius are just so like, they're so mysterious. They're honestly very mysterious, okay? Very difficult to understand. But yeah, sometimes they can come across as them being detached, not really showing too much emotion, which can lead to, if you are in a relationship with Aquarius, it can lead to you feeling like you are putting forth all of the effort and they're just kind of like not really doing anything. Like you're putting forth all the effort in terms of trying to get to know them, trying to get them to open up to you, but it's more of like they're going to open up to you whenever they're ready. Okay. Also, Aquarius, y'all are known to lack in the commitment area as well. Okay. I got all messed up. Y'all are known to lack in the commitment area as well, just like Sagittarius. Y'all got that free spirit type of thing, and that's why it comes into play to where I said to where Aquarius are very easy like to make friends and things like that. You might see Aquarius with a lot of friends, or you might see an Aquarius with like a lot of partners in terms of love, okay? But it's more of like they're trying to find somebody that understands them, and once they do find that person that understands them, then they can be good, okay? They can be good. But it's just very difficult to get them to open up, so it's very difficult for them to feel like they are understood. All right. And Aquarius, you guys are the ones that like to start things, but sometimes you don't finish what y'all started. So this could be projects, this could be little things that you're doing in life, okay? You might start it and then you might just move on to the next thing without even finishing up that other thing. All right, so that's it for Aquarius. Let's get into it for Aries. Y'all know that's my moon sign, okay? So Aries, let's get into it. So you guys are very straightforward, all right? Y'all are competitive, okay? On the good side, y'all are straightforward. And it's good to have a friend that's straightforward and just kind of like tells you like it is, tells you what's on their mind. That gives you that real, okay? That doesn't keep it fake with you. Also, Aries like to try new things. They don't like to just sit around. They're the type to where they're very like ambitious. You'll see Aries is more like a go-getter. Like they're not going to sit around and just wait for things to happen. They're going to be the one that's out there making things happen. They're usually very comfortable with themselves. They have a lot of leadership qualities. So a lot of times you'll see Aries, like I said, out there making things happen, not really waiting for it to happen. They're very active. There's really never a dull moment with Aries. Like they're always like indulging into something. Even if you do not see what it is that they're indulging into, just keep in mind that they're probably doing something behind the scenes. Okay, so don't think that they just sitting around. No, Aries is always doing something. They are very protective of the people who they're close with, like the people that that understand them, or the people that they let into their world. They are very protective of those people. So you won't see an Aries like, it's good to have an Aries friend. They're gonna go to bat for you, okay? Now, on the flip side with Aries, let's get into the negative because not everything's all good with y'all. All right, so communication might not be the strongest for Aries. All right, so a lot of times you might see Aries lacking in communication. This could be in terms of like trying to keep in touch with friends through text messaging, through email, like just like sometimes they might have their little things to where they just kind of like withdraw back, but it's only because they're so busy with doing everything else. So that's why communication ends up lacking with Aries, is because they'll end up doing everything else, and it's like they'll forget the fact of, oh, I got this friend, or oh, I got this person I can hit up, or you know what I'm saying? So you might see a lot of times to where you'll have to hit up Aries up first, but don't take it personal, okay? It's only because they always be hopping around doing stuff. All right, so Aries definitely lack patience. Okay, that is not y'all strong suit. Okay, whenever it comes to patience, no, it don't work. Aries want things to be done right then and right there. They don't like to wait. They don't like to wait in line. They don't like to wait for nothing. Okay, they want it right then and there. All right, Aries are definitely quick to lose their temper. Why am I talking about myself? Okay, they're quick to lose their temper, as you guys seen in my car vlogs, honey. Whenever I be driving on the road. Whenever I be driving, I be quick to be ready to cuss somebody out in the car. And can't nobody hear me, but I be quick to ready to cuss somebody out. But that's just how it is, okay? Aries, like, we're quick-tempered. And that can be very negative because it's like sometimes we end up not really catching ourselves before we end up saying stuff or before we end up doing stuff. So it's like, yeah, gotta watch that. All right, Aries can definitely come off as being a little bit insensitive, all right, towards other people's emotions. So it's like, because we don't like in terms of Aries, they don't like to show weakness. So it's like, if you're showing weakness, it's like, that's already just kind of like annoying to Aries. Like, it's like, come on, like, get with it or get lost. Like, if you're, suck it up, you know, like, that's how Aries is. All right, so also, like I said, Aries like to act on impulse, okay? So a lot of times we will do things without even realizing the repercussions of what we do. We'll say things without realizing, oh, I shouldn't have said that. All right, also, Aries do not like to admit that they're wrong. That can be a little bit difficult for Aries in terms of just saying that they're wrong in general, because Aries like to always be right. All right, and it can be a little bit difficult for them to own up to if they did something wrong. So you might see them be a little bit stubborn to even admit that they did something wrong. Just overall in general, it can be difficult for them to admit that they're wrong. Okay, so leave Aries alone. All right, anyways, that is it in terms of these zodiac signs. I'm gonna make a part 2 so that way I can cover the other zodiac signs. So anyways, comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video, and make sure y'all visit my Etsy shop for any new products, for all the body products and all that good stuff, so you can smell good. All right, anyways, peace out.